And Edward, would you like to come in? You're welcome to do so. Today is informal, so everybody's coming in and you can tell me what you sell online, if you currently sell things online. Welcome to everyone that's coming into the room. I'm periscoping this blab today, and I'm having a webinar immediately after this blab, Google Hangouts on Air. And I'm going to give a presentation to you about how you can use Facebook to sell products, whether they're digital or physical. You know, it's that time of year where people are going to be buying. It's buying season. And so if you have products or services and you sell things currently online, this is a good opportunity for you to, get some information and some training on how you can use Facebook newsfeed ads, which are called dark posts. And with those dark posts, I'm going to show you today on the Hangout how you can use these type of ads to sell your products and services on Facebook. Facebook currently has 45 million active pages. So that's like pages, that are groups. And so you can use those pages to market your products and services. When I first started doing ads on Facebook, I have been doing ads since 2009. And when I first got started, there wasn't this much information. Facebook wasn't built out with the type of numbers that there are today. So it wasn't as easy to get the type of insights that you can get now. It wasn't as easy to get information, but now it's readily accessible. When I first started doing ads, you could use a scraper. Okay, so if you wanted to do custom audiences, which initially only corporations had access to, not small businesses. But once that happened, it just wasn't a lot of statistics out there for Facebook newsfeed ads or mobile. Now Instagram. Instagram is now included in the arsenal that is known as an audience for the power editor in Facebook. So if you're just joining me, I want to welcome you. I'm periscoping this blab, and today we're going to talk about your business. Hello, how are you doing? We're going to talk about your business in terms of what you sell online, and we're going to have a webinar following this blab and Periscope where I'm going to show you how you can use Facebook newsfeed ads in this season, which we refer to as the holiday season. As you know, people are looking for, entrepreneurs are looking for a way to sell their products and services, their digital products, physical products. Also, you have the new year, 2016 coming. And so in that new year, people are going to be looking for new business models. They're going to be looking for things that they can do to better their business, to go to the next level. So there's all kinds of exciting products that are out on the marketplace. And so I have put a toolkit that I put together, and it's in the chat, and you will find the products that I've put together. These products are not readily accessible to people that are outside of internet marketing. And so over time, from my own success and experience in doing ads for not just myself, but for other businesses. So I've done Facebook newsfeed ads for realtors, live events. I've done them for mobile apps. People have come to me for retail. So I don't only do them personally, but I create Facebook ad campaigns for other businesses and entrepreneurs, whether they be personal brands, they have a product or a service. So I came, up with this toolkit based on my success using Facebook ads, with my experience selling t-shirts online. And it's not difficult to do, but you do have to have a plan. You have to have a plan of action if you want to successfully sell with Facebook newsfeed ads. And I'm going to go into that. So if you have not registered for the webinar, I have placed the link in the chat, and you can register for the webinar. It's going to be about an hour. And I'm going to go into, how you can research prior to doing campaigns. What usually happens is people, welcome, Scott. People come in and they create a campaign and they haven't done their research. So in order to successfully sell online, you have to research first. And there are 45 million active Facebook pages, whether those be groups or like pages. And that is where you get the people that you're actually going to target your ads to. So we're going to talk about that in the webinar. If you have not signed up yet, if you go to the top of the feed, I have placed the link in there, and I will place it in here again where you can sign up. Hey, Scott from the UK, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm Catherine Weathersby. If you weren't here in the beginning, I'm a connector. And today I want to hear about what you sell online. If you're selling things online, or if you're looking to sell products and services, I would encourage you to sign up for the webinar after this blab today. We're not going to be on here very long because I'm going to get started with the webinar. It's going to be on Hangouts on Air. So it's going to be on YouTube and you can register. I'm going to put the link in here right now. Hello, welcome. So if any of you sell online, could you put a 1 in the chat if you sell products or services online, or if you're looking to start selling products and services online? I would appreciate it if you would put your information in the chat. What do you sell? Okay, so Tish the Great, you sell products online. Anyone else sell products online, whether they be digital products, physical products, any type of product that you sell online? If you could put a 1 in the chat, or if you do not currently sell products and services online, put a 2. I sell chakra art and products on Etsy. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. I used to put courses on there. That's great, wonderful. How long have you been selling products and services online? That's Karma Project Company. Couple years. Excellent, excellent. So have you ever used Facebook ads? And if you would like to come into the seat, it's open. Kara Project Company. Would you like to come in and tell us about your products that you sell on Etsy so we can learn more about it? And I want to find out if you're using Facebook ads. Is anybody currently using Facebook ads to sell products and services online? Yes. Oh, you're using Facebook ads, Stitch. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so someone wants to come into the seat. Okay. Is someone there? Okay, so you are not coming in, and let's see. Anyone else want to come in? So today, if you're on Periscope or if you're on Blab and you have any questions, you want to tell me about your business, you're welcome to come in. Yes, that was interesting. Never seen that before. Okay, so you got all kind of people out here, and we're going to keep it upbeat and positive, and we're going to talk about how you can sell products and services with Facebook ads. And I'm welcome to everyone that is in the room right now. If anyone would like to come into the seat and have a discussion, I'm open to having a discussion. Okay, and we're going to keep it on topic today. We're not going to go off topic. We're going to stay on topic because it's the holiday season and people are looking to sell products. People are looking to buy products. And so you have to be in the right place. And the place to be is on Facebook. Now, before we get started and you introduce yourself, I want to make this one note and give this one tip. Currently, Facebook is going to become the new portal for shopping. And that has come about as far as being released in the last 5 days. So in the last 5 days, articles have been posted online where Facebook is going to be the new shopping portal, and they're going to do it through mobile. They're going to do it through Instagram. So you want to keep, abreast of how you can get in on this because what's happening is Facebook is going to become the new home shopping network, the new QVC, if you will. And so they're already in beta. They're testing this and they're getting great results. So now when you go in to do an ad, which I just did a t-shirt campaign a couple days ago, what happens now is that you can now post ads on Instagram. That's new. You can post ads to third parties. You can post ads, within, of course, the newsfeed. But the thing that I'm going to be teaching about today is the power editor. I'm not going to show you everything because it can be overwhelming, but I'm going to give you a taste of what that is so that you can get started. And the training that I've posted in the newsfeed, it goes into each aspect that I feel is important for you to use it. So having said that, you can go in and you can click on the link and you can join the after webinar. I'm having a Webby today, and I'm going to show you and present to you how exactly you can use dark posts on Facebook through the Power Editor to create custom audiences and to sell your products only to targeted people. And I want to thank Tish for coming in to seat. Good afternoon. How are you today?
It's actually good evening. It's 8 p.m. for me.
Really? Okay, that's right. You're in the UK. Wonderful. Well, it's 1 o'clock, a little after 1.
I'm in South Africa.
Okay. Oh, you're in South Africa. Okay.
Yes.
I think you came on one other blab. I do remember you. Let me read this comment and then you and I will get started. It says, I agree. I do believe there's a tremendous potential on Facebook. I'm reluctant to spend there because if I drive traffic to Etsy, there are a million other shops there. Okay. I'm so happy you said that. So Tish, why I have Karma Project Company online. I want to talk about the Facebook marketing toolbox. In the toolbox, you want to use dark posts, but there is a WordPress plugin so that what you're talking about as far as sending people to a portal and then they can just go portal wide, there is a plugin there that you can get, and that plugin will allow you to sell only your products. So they're going to be going to your link and they're not going to be bombarded, or you're not going to lose that traffic. So that's important. Yes. When you buy traffic, you want to make sure that that traffic is going only to your products. You don't want to advertise for other people buying traffic. So if there's a plugin in that toolbox, and I did put the link in the chat, and I also put the link so you can register for the training. So I hope that I see you in the training. Okay, so Tish, do you sell digital, services, products, or a combination?
Yeah, combination, all of the above.
All of them. Okay. So have you used Facebook ads in the newsfeed, dark posts, to sell your products and services?
Yes, ma'am, I have.
Okay. And what has been your experience with it, with dark posts?
What I like about those posts is, for starters, when you are using Power Editor, you can write much more, right? And the targeting is, everything is much easier, right?
Yes.
And how can I say it? I wish more people would try it, because if you focus your targeting, because that's the most important thing, right? If you spend time, let's say, in Insight, right, and you drill down your targeting and you go into Power Editor and you targeting, let's say, custom audience and things like that, I don't see, obviously you need to split test everything, and constantly Facebook, you need to look at things constantly. But the reason I took the seat was to say, the last time I was on your blog, I enjoyed the information, and I hope people pay attention. I didn't want you to be alone, so I'll keep quiet and listen.
No, I want you to. Okay, so you use dark posts, and how did you come about that? Did you get training? Did you just come up with it by yourself? I mean, how did you learn? Because it's not an easy process without training. So did you get training from someone? What did you do?
Okay. For me, when I say I use Facebook and I do this and I do that. Actually, I've got 12 staff dedicated to traffic generation, right? We've got a guy, all he does is Facebook, right? And
Okay.
we buy like those $2,000, $5,000 products to make sure that he always on top of everything, the latest whatever, we are on top of it. We've got a guy
Okay.
for all the different traffic strategies.
Okay. So that's good. That answers my question. And that's why I put the toolkit together. The toolkit is in the link, but you need to register for the webinar after, because as you stated, you have to have either someone who knows how to do this, or you have to have step-by-step training. So the toolkit has 100 step-by-step videos on how to create ads, and it shows you how to do it by niche. So say, for instance, today we're talking about the t-shirt niche. There are specific videos in the training, in the toolkit, that show you how to step-by-step create a t-shirt campaign from beginning to end. And so that is really what you want. You want products that will show you exactly what to do. Everyone doesn't have access. Everyone doesn't have the resources to, pay $2,000 or $3,000 or $5,000 or $10,000 for a product. So I have put together some very affordable products. And on top of that, I will personally coach you in a 2-hour session as a bonus when you purchase the toolkit. And I will show you exactly how to set up your first campaign. So you can't ask for more than that, can you, Tish?
That is, if I didn't have someone, I was going to jump on that. But I encourage people, don't try to figure it out yourself. You might as well take your money, throw it in the bin if you try to figure these things out yourself. With me, I remember before we hired somebody, we were spending an average about $2,000 every month on Facebook, and the return on investment was zero. But we knew we needed Facebook. So we hired somebody, and the best thing which we have ever done.
Yes, because you know what? I was telling them before you came into the room that I have been successfully using Facebook ads since 2009. I have used them for realtors. I have used them for live events. I have used them for local businesses. I have used them for all kinds of business, retail, you name it. And over time, they created the newsfeed ads. Because when you first started, it was just the right. You remember the little ads on the right that I don't like those, but to each his own. But the newsfeed ads they can't be overlooked. Okay, like the ones on the right that are small, people can they can block that out. They even have apps within Facebook, because I've had it, where you can totally X out the right column and you don't even have to see it. You just open up your window even wider. And so having the newsfeed ads, which big corporations had access to and small businesses and entrepreneurs did not, it evened the playing field. So now we're in a position to also get access to the data, which was not there initially. When you advertised on Facebook in the beginning, you went out to everybody. Now you can niche it to interests, education, political affiliation, any kind of, interest or behavior that's out there, whether they're online buyers, if they buy things online, and the retargeting is another piece. Now, I want to give you a tip right now. I want you to register for the webinar that follows this blab in this Periscope. But I also want to tell you, if you are currently online and you have a website, you need to put a pixel. You need to put a pixel on your website so that when you do create a custom campaign, which is through the Power Editor, you will have a custom audience that has been to your website and is interested already. So if you have not done so, you need to put a pixel today on your website and start capturing all those visitors to your website so that when you do create a campaign that is geared towards your business, you already have a custom audience of people who have visited your website. Now, tip number 2, if you're watching this in replay, tip number 2, and I want you to go and register for the next webinar. So you can go to the same link and it's in the chat. Tip number 2, you can do a lookalike audience. So not only are you taking the information from your website, the visitors, and you are making a custom audience, but then you can go in the Power Editor and you can also make a lookalike audience, which will pull those same individuals with those same behaviors and interests. And so you even now have a bigger block of people to advertise to. Tip number 3, if you have an email list and you have downloaded, or you can download that email list, you can put it in the Facebook Power Editor. So now you can have 3 ways to have a custom audience. And that is through the pixel on your website, that is through the lookalike audience, and the third is also through your email list. So now you have a huge audience which you can advertise to, but it's niched down and it's targeted. Okay, so you're not just throwing money away like Tish just said he did, and you're advertising to everybody. Because trust me, everybody is not your customer. So you want to niche it down as much as you can. Now, the target number of people that you want to see your ad is between 150,000 and 200,000. So some of these interests have millions and millions and millions and millions of people. Those are not the people that you don't want that, because then your ad is not going to be able to be delivered to all those people and you're not going to get the results. So what you want to do is you want to limit the number of people that are seeing your ad in the newsfeed, so that your numbers, your results, you will have a higher conversion. And the higher conversion you have, the cheaper your ad is. So you want to make sure that you are, okay, I got a question. What is the average t-shirt price range? The average t-shirt price range right now is about $23. Now it can be less or it can be more, but that's really in the middle of what I'm seeing. And then if you get into like hoodies and sleeveless tanks and things like that, then the prices can vary. But t-shirt sales are very, very hot. And I see Tish with a hoodie on now that says, I'm not sure, what does that say, Tish?
North Rockland.
Oh, right. Is that your university? Is that a team?
No, North Rockland is a university in New York.
Okay.
I was there, so I just liked it. Pardon?
Okay. All right. And so how much was that hoodie? Do you have any idea? Do you remember what you paid for it?
I don't remember.
Okay. Well, everybody now is wearing some type of apparel, whether it's athletic, some type of popular logo, some type of popular saying, some kind of trending message. And that's what you want to look for. You want to look for things that are trending. Welcome, Charlene. Welcome, Jennifer. Thanks for your question. You are just okay. I won't repeat that.
I like that.
Hi, Charlene. So, Tish, as you know, as far as t-shirts, it's booming. I mean, how many t-shirts do you say you have on average? And if anybody wants to come in the room and join the discussion, the seat is open. How many
t-shirts? I don't know, at least 100 or so.
And tell me, what's the motivation behind it? What motivates you to buy tees? What's the fascination everybody has these days with t-shirts?
The design. If the design is cool, I want it.
You brought up a good point. Design is very important in formulating the right t-shirt, interest. You have to have something that people want. If you have something people don't want, They're not going to buy. They're not going to spend. Charlene says t-shirts have always been a way for people to show they support or belong to a group of cause. Exactly.
That's true.
Exactly.
Yes.
So I'm going to tell you about my most successful t-shirt campaign. Do you remember the campaign Save Our Girls? And it was a hashtag. And it was the little girls in Nigeria who had been kidnapped. And everybody was,
Bokarama.
supporting it and putting up signs. Yes, that was my most successful t-shirt design because there were groups on Facebook that were developed as a result of that. And there were all these different campaigns that were going on in Chicago, Houston, New York, LA. People were going all over the nation. And so people were supporting that. So what did I do when I saw that it was trending? And if you notice on Facebook, you always have a block that says trending. And what happened was when I saw how it was trending in the days and the period of time, I put together a campaign and right away people started buying in support of that. I also offered to give a donation, which I did to the organization, okay, in support of that. So when you do a t-shirt campaign, you have to research and see what's trending, what type of groups are there. And I don't want to get too deep into it because that's going to come following this in the webinar. But there are certain things that you need to put in place before you jump out there with a campaign. But I will tell you this, don't allow your first campaign to be a deciding factor of whether or not you sell t-shirts, because your first campaign may not be successful. So you want to have a series of campaigns that you develop and you want to push those forth. It's like that split test that Tish was just talking about. A split test will help you to choose which t-shirt is successful. And once you find that, then you can push that with your advertising. So you want to put a few out there and you let your ad run not more than, I say, a day and a half. And once you run it for a day and a half, and if you guys could share this out to your networks, because we want people to come in, and if you have a business, I'm welcoming you into the seat, but you want to put campaigns in place, multiple, so that you can do a split test and see which campaign brings you the most sales. And what I like about this particular t-shirt campaign is that you don't have inventory. Yay! You don't have inventory. You can't beat that. How many times I used to be executive director of a summer camp for inner city kids. And every year we uniformed them so that when we would go out to events and take them to museums in Chicago and take them to zoos and put them on the bus, we could identify our campers. So in case they got separated from the group, all we had to do was make a visual identification of who they were. And if they weren't where they needed to be, we could readily, get them back in the group. So we would buy thousands of t-shirts every year because we would have 4 sessions of the camp. And every 2 weeks, new campers would come in. So we had to buy t-shirts by the thousands. We purchased shorts, socks, the shoes, the book bag. So we gave them the complete outfit. And so we had to find a vendor who could make these t-shirts for us in the quantities that we needed. So we ended up having to purchase the t-shirts and then distribute them. What I like about doing it digitally is that you first get people to buy. You have to meet a threshold. Once that threshold is met, then they print the t-shirts. You don't have any inventory at all. So like at the end of the camp, we would have to inventory. We would be beforehand. We'd have to count out the shirts. And then during, we would have to, so, it was multiple times that we were inventoried so we could reorder. And then sometimes at the end, we would have leftovers. So you don't want to be in that position. So that's what I like. What if you don't meet? If you don't meet the threshold, then the company simply notifies everyone that purchased the shirt and let them know that the campaign did not meet the threshold. And so therefore they don't charge their credit card. So it's a very, easy, clean process, no inventory, nothing left. Thanks for that question, Karma Project. So it's cool because, you don't have all of these things that you got to be concerned about. All you're doing really up front is not costing you anything. Okay. I just told you we purchased thousands of shirts. Well, that was thousands of dollars. So with this, the upfront cost is your training, which is the toolkit. And if you go to katherineweathersby.com/toolkit, you can go right now and get the toolkit. What's in the toolkit? The toolkit includes a masterclass on retargeting. It also includes a WordPress plugin where you can sell things online. And thirdly, it includes 100 videos and 10,000 examples of successful dark post ads. So the training is there. Hello, welcome, the real Swan Boogie. Hey, real Sway Boogie. Okay. So those are the three things in the toolkit. So you can go right now, katherineweathersby.com, and it's HTTP, katherineweathersby.com/toolkit. There are 3 resources there. The training is intensive. And what I mean is, I'm not saying difficult. I'm saying it gets to the meat. You know how you get training and then, you're like, well, okay, can I put this in effect right now, the same day? In a lot of cases, you can't. This training is where you can put it into effect immediately. And like I said, the season is upon us. I was watching television the other day, Tish and Boogie, and what did I see? A Kmart ad. Come do your layaway. And I'm like, wait a minute. Where I am, it's still in the 90s. It's 90-some degrees outside. What do you mean? You can come and do your layaway. So in other words, retailers are already rolling out their sales, their marketing. So this is a good time before the new year to get your business going. So whether you sell products, t-shirts. So Boogie, can you introduce yourself?
How you doing? My name is Sway Boogie. We're from Brooklyn.
Welcome, Brooklyn. Yay, New York. Okay, so tell me what. Yes. So what do you sell?
Well, I haven't really started selling anything yet, but I have a shirt company that I just purchased the screen printing system.
Oh, really? Congratulations.
Thank you.
So what made you come into the Blab today?
Well, a friend of mine told me about Blab, and I see you guys talking about, t-shirt sales or heart. So I just checked it out because I do have the equipment.
Wonderful. Well, we're talking about t-shirt sales, and we're talking about in terms of selling t-shirts on Facebook. Or selling other products on Facebook, and how you do it with a quote dark post. And it is a custom audience. And so what I was explaining to everybody is that there is a toolkit where I put together Insider, because I'm an internet marketer. And so these tools are not readily available just to the public. So I put several tools together and my coaching, because I have had success since 2009 with Facebook ads. And in doing that, you can go and you can get step-by-step training on how to do what I'm talking about today. So have you ever used Facebook ads, Boogie? Or you say you're a new entrepreneur?
I use Facebook. I've never really used the ads as much, but I've used Facebook.
All right. Okay, so you haven't done any ads. Well, this would be perfect for you because you can really, there's a webinar following this, and I'm going to go more in depth with how you use the Facebook ads to promote your business. And so Facebook, and I'm going to recap, Facebook is going into, they're becoming a shopping portal. Let me say that. So what that means is you got Home Shopping Network, you got QVC, and now you got Facebook. And what you think is going to happen with the numbers that Facebook has, they're probably going to overtake those two because they readily have a built-in captive audience to sell to. And if you're like me, I've been selling on Facebook for years. But, there was not, outside of the ads, there was like a makeshift kind of thing you had to do to sell online. You were putting links in. That was basically the only way you could really do it outside of ads. Well, now you can become more sophisticated in how you do that. Okay, I have a question. Do you have anything you would like to add, Boogie?
No, I'm listening. That's fine. I get it.
Okay. So what I gave some tips. I gave 3 tips. Do you have a website yet?
Yes.
Boogie. Okay. So if you want to get a pen and a notebook.
I'm right here with it.
All right. Tip number 1, outside of the webinar, which will have many tips. Tip number 1, add a Facebook pixel to your existing website. And the reason you do that is because now you're building an audience who you will eventually be able to advertise to. So this is for the Power Editor. The Power Editor is a custom. Somebody's got an echo. Can someone turn something down? Hello? Okay, good. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is add a Facebook pixel. And when you come to the webinar, I'm going to show you exactly where to go to get that. Still got an echo. Hello? Okay. Better. Okay. Number 2. Okay, so I said a pixel, right? Okay. Number 2 is you can create a lookalike audience, Boogie. So anybody who's listening, tip number 2 today is you can create a lookalike audience. And that will take the information that you have and it will help create an audience. I'm trying to get, okay. And tip number 3, if you have an email list, take your email list, download it to Facebook. And in downloading it to Facebook, that will also be a part of your custom audience. So there's 3 things you can do. You can create a pixel. You can add your email list. And you can create a lookalike list. So the people that are coming to your website basically are people that are interested in what you have to sell. So you want to capture that every day. So whether I'm on my website or not, right now, I'm sitting here with you and my website, which is a blog, is capturing every visitor that comes there. At some point, I'm going to take that audience. I'm going to create a lookalike audience within Facebook, and then I'm going to push an ad out because I know what those people want. They want internet marketing, they want local lead generation, and they want local SEO services. They probably want social media, they may want blogging piece, they want different pieces of social media management, internet marketing, and they want strategy. So then I will create an ad. Thanks, Tish, for coming by. Boogie, I will create an ad for that audience. So that's what you want to do. So does anyone have any questions or want to come into the seat? Thank you, Tish, for stopping by today and sharing your knowledge. Okay, and as I said, I have a tool. Boogie, let me, okay. I have a toolkit, and you can go to CatherineWeathersby.com/toolkit. One word, toolkit. And you can get the information that I'm discussing today, as well as you can join us on the webinar afterwards, because I'm going to go more in depth about how you use Facebook to sell t-shirts, products, and digital. Okay, and Barry is coming to the room, I think. Hello.
Oh. Hey, why is that? Just a second. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but you have mannycam.com.
Yeah, I got to get rid of that. I downloaded it, and I think I goofed it up. Let me get rid of that.
Okay. Well, we can hear you. Do you have any questions? What do you sell online, Barry?
Right now, I am starting over again, and I've been selling other people's products. I'm now getting involved with some big people wanting to sort of sell their products. I start doing some coaching and mentoring on teaching people how to sell.
Okay.
One month.
Okay.
I'm trying to
Wonderful.
get rid of these dumb pictures. I apologize. Let me get this thing solved.
Okay. Are you an affiliate marketer?
Yes.
Okay. I'm an affiliate marketer too. So welcome. And like I said, today is for entrepreneurs.
There you go.
And we're talking about selling t-shirts. So have you ever sold any physical products, or are you just selling digital products?
Mostly digital. I've done a couple with Amazon. I was working with that this whole week, and then now I'm sort of still more into like download software, products, coaching and mentoring.
Okay. Okay. Barry, I think we met last week. Wasn't I on your blab last week?
Yeah.
Yes, I was. Welcome. So
Yeah.
happy to see you today.
That's what I do. I'm trying to get known here on Blab. I love it. Just
Okay.
finding who's involved in the same kind of business I am, so we all can work together.
Wonderful. So do you use Facebook ads?
I just did, and I got so mad at them. I got to learn, what am I doing wrong? Because I gave them, like, just for one day, I was going to do $200 on advertising for that day, and they did like 80 something cents. It made me so mad. And the next day they did like $26. I mean, dude, I wanted to get a lot of traffic. I'm trying to go out there and hit a lot real quick. And maybe there's something I'm not doing right. Did they change the rules from the old days, or?
Yeah, the rules have really changed. I would say even in the last, say, year, the interface has changed as far as when you go into Facebook ads. I've been using them since 2009.
Right.
And so, yeah, a lot has changed.
That's when I left, 2009, when I left. So I got burned.
Okay.
So I'm coming back and watching. YouTube's been changed. Facebook's been changed. Google, of course, won't let me do my old tricks anymore. So.
Yeah, everything has changed. So that's why I'm doing a webinar, Barry and Boogie, after this. And I put did you guys see the link in the feed?
Is it the one you just posted, or is it on I see over here on Twitter? Is that it?
No, it is. Let me give it to you. You can register. It's going to start in about 15 minutes. It is http://goo.gl/7ch8ch. And I'll try to type that in here. And you can register. I'm going to go more into Facebook.
I really want to knock Facebook out, because that's where all the traffic is right now.
That's where all the traffic is. And the thing that I like about it is there are 45 million active pages. That's between like pages and groups.
Now, here's something I would like. I don't know if this is just me, but I believe there's a lot of people in the world that love to try to build a business and start up. But when some people coach, they know what you're talking about, but they've never done it. And they're like beginners. It's like telling a guy what it's like for a first kiss when he's never even kissed a girl. He has no idea what it's like. We know what it sounds like. And I've heard of it, but I've never done it. If I've never done it, I can't understand what you mean. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Well, I've done it. And like I said, I've been doing it not just for myself, but for others. So, it makes a difference. I've used it for live events. I've used it for retail. I've used it for people who sell apps. I've used it for just about any and everything you can think of, for t-shirts.
Right. What about,
I've used it for t-shirts.
Based on anything like me? Because I have a lot of big names that I help support them when they sell their products. And I didn't do as good as I wanted to when Amazon had a big product sale going on, and it was amazing.com. And I tried to really push that. I didn't get very many sales. And that really frustrated me. I used to get at least, minimum of 1,000 people to check it out. I had just 19 people look at it. I couldn't get traffic like I used to,
Okay. Well, I'm going to go deeper into the webinar. And like I said, I put the link there, how you can niche it. Yeah. And I did go into it a little bit here, but I'm going to go further into it as far as the niching, because there is a formula and it's a science. Right. And so you really got to match up who you're looking for with what you have. And one way, and did you hear the tips that I gave during this blab? Did you hear about the pixel?
I just got on, so I do this. I look around Blab every so many hours a day, and I see who's out there, and that's who I follow, the ones I really think I'm getting impressed with. So
Okay.
I only want to
what
learn
I'm
from the
gonna
real
do.
guys.
Okay. So what I've suggested is that you do 3 things. Okay, bye, Karma Project. Thank you for coming by. So what you want to do is 3 things. You want to download your email list to Facebook.
Okay, now here's the problem. I have no list yet. I just got started again. So I
Okay.
don't really have a list. I have
Number
Aweber.
2.
I've got my Aweber set up. I got different, of course, I got responses ready. If somebody gets in, I have 16 of them, to go to them
Okay.
on different
Okay.
products. So,
Okay. So number 2.
okay.
Put
Go
a,
back to
put a,
one. Say that one more. Repeat one again. I'm writing it down.
okay, 1 is add your email list to the Power Editor in Facebook.
Add your, okay.
Okay. Tip number 2 is put a pixel. Hi, Michael and Lee. Put a
Power
pixel
Editor.
on your blog
Pixel.
or a Facebook pixel. And I'm
I
going
didn't
to
know
go
they even
more
had
into that.
Honestly, I didn't even know we had that.
Yes.
Pixel.
Now, what is that going to allow you to do? That's going to allow you to get people that are visiting your website on an invisible list. And so when you go into the Power Editor, you're going to be able to do the 3rd thing that I've explained. You're going to be able to create a lookalike audience based on the people that are coming to your website.
Okay,
so that invisible list, if that invisible list has, say you got 5,000 visits on your website or blog in the last 30 days.
Okay.
We're going to download that information to the Power Editor. Well, it's already picked up because it's through the Pixel, so you don't have to do anything.
So
but what happens is you create a lookalike audience within Facebook. So now instead of having 5,000 people, you may end up with 100,000 people because it's going to grab all the people that are similar to the people that have visited your website looking for what you have. And it's going to take that data and it's going to create new data. Well, it has data. So it's going to take the existing data it has and it's going to snatch it and it's going to bring it to you. So now you have a list that looks like a list of people that came to your website. So now you've taken your data and they have made a new audience for you. So you're going to be able to capture all those people now, and you're going to be able to push the ad out to those people.
So you reprint. Okay, I think I know what you mean. Okay. I just forgot what I was going to ask you.
A lookalike list is they're going to take your data from your visitors, and they're going to create another list for you.
And do you work on also getting the I tried to figure out their clicks too, how much you're paying per click and stuff like that, if that really mattered, because I did start, below $1, right about, 80 cents. And then they didn't do anything. So I raised it all the way up to almost $2 and it did a little bit better, but it still wouldn't get me that much traffic. Is it still working the old way, the higher dollar, the quicker you're up? Or is it still?
No, I just did a campaign, 17 cents a click.
How much?
17 cents for a t-shirt campaign.
That's what I want to go back to. I used to pay 2 to 5 cents and I was just as good as people paying $2. But I had tricks.
It depends on the hacks. When I first started, you could scrape. So you could go into Facebook groups, say like you were doing bowling. You could go scrape all the bowling groups, take that data and put it in the Power Editor. And then your ad will be seen by those groups. You can't scrape anymore because if you scrape, they're going to get rid of you. They're going to shut down your account. So you can't do that anymore. It's not legal. So what you want to do now is you basically want to create that list through interests and behaviors. So that means when you go in that Power Editor, you're now targeting. And I'm going to go into that again.
Honestly, that's over my head. I got to learn all that again. So
I'll
be on your You're going on in a couple of minutes, right? So
yeah, I'm going on. So I'm going to be getting off here so I can because people are going to be looking. So Michael, welcome.
Thank you. I'll see you over there.
Okay. Thanks, Barry. See you there. Hi, Michael. How are you today?
I'm incredible. How are you?
I'm wonderful. So I got 3 minutes. Are you coming to the webinar today?
I am. Hey,
Okay. Very good. You need to go to the link here where it says you are my client, and you need to go and register for the webinar. It's going to be starting very soon. I want to thank everyone who came in the room today and came to the Blab. I hope to see you. Go to the link and register. I will go more in depth about how you use Facebook Newsfeed, dark posts to sell products, services, t-shirts, whatever products you have online. If you would, before you leave, tell a little bird so people can get access to the replay today. I would appreciate it. And it will be Hangouts on Air. Like I said, register and I will see you there. Michael, I'll see you at the webinar, and thanks for stopping by today. I look forward to talking to you real soon.
Don't worry, I'll be on your case like you would not believe.
All right. Thank you. And also, we have an appointment on Wednesday. So I sent you an email. Check it out.
I will.
Okay. Take care.
Enjoy.